Hey, what's happening, guys? What's going on, YouTube? You have tuned into Rules for Rebels, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about, is RedBubble underrated? So I actually got a message on Reddit from someone. I don't know if they watched the channel or if they happened to see me commenting on some POD thread or something like that. But I figured I'd share their story. They brought up an interesting question: is RedBubble underrated? Which I'll start off by saying I think it's very, very highly underrated. But he goes on to say, I was terminated from merch last October just as I was beginning to make some decent money. The exact reasons are still unknown to me. I had given up on POD until 2 weeks ago when I opened a RedBubble account. I uploaded about 100 of my old designs and within days began making sales. This surprises me because everyone talks about how RedBubble would say because everyone that talks about RedBubble would say it wasn't worth it compared to merch. I've quickly become a POD believer again, so my question is, do you think RedBubble is underrated? Also, I'd like to share with you that I just got accepted into merch again. How? I don't know. I simply reapplied using the exact same info from before with a new email address. Do you know of this happening to anybody else? Thanks, dude. So, unless people kind of tell me I can mention them, I normally don't. So I'll kind of keep private who this was. But I think RedBubble is absolutely underrated. I think a lot of the reasons that people think RedBubble isn't worth it is because they put 4,000 designs up on Amazon, and then they put 8 designs up on RedBubble, and when they don't have a lot of success on RedBubble, they're like, fuck RedBubble, it's not worth it, merch is where it's at. And that's kind of exactly the camp that I fell into for the longest time. I think, my merch shirts have started to fall. I've been less active on uploading. And obviously when you put stuff up, for every 1,000 shirts you put up, maybe 100 of them wind up staying up on the platform because they sold and the rest wind up coming down. But I had like 4,000 shirts up on Amazon merch, and I was making between $900 and $1,100 a month off of merch. My RedBubble business wasn't making me as much. My RedBubble business is making me maybe $140 to $180 per month on one particular store. Some of the other stores, 50 here, 70 there. But kind of my main RedBubble store that I had the most designs on and put the most effort into, I was only making $180 a month. So it's like, well, okay, on Amazon I'm making $1,100 a month. On RedBubble I'm making $180 a month. But what I didn't really look at was I have 4,000 designs up on Amazon. I have about 57 or 62 designs up on RedBubble. Like, no shit, RedBubble isn't making as many sales. I have, like 50 times as many shirts listed on Amazon. Of course, Amazon's going to make more sales. Now, ultimately, at the end of the day, I do think that, there's not even any denying it. It's not even a question. Like, Amazon has more traffic. Amazon has more buyers. Amazon has more customers. Amazon is the biggest e-commerce website in the world. If we looked at how many sales Amazon does in a year versus RedBubble, even, throwing away all the Amazon sales for non-t-shirt related stuff, but I don't think Amazon actually releases how much money the merch program specifically makes, but I can almost guarantee that it's more than RedBubble makes, right? Amazon just has more traffic. But RedBubble is a super powerful platform. Outside of merch and RedBubble, I make a few bucks on some other sites. I think I just got a payout the other day from Society6 for like $55 for one particular store. I think TeePublic sent me $43 for one store the other day. I have multiple stores on all these platforms, but most of the sites besides RedBubble and merch are a little bit of change here, a little bit of money there. But yeah, RedBubble, incredibly powerful. To the gentleman who sent this message, I've made a couple videos about RedBubble tips, and if you guys want to drop some, go ahead and drop some RedBubble tips down in the comment section below. But I guess my biggest tips for RedBubble would be make sure to up your margins, especially on stickers. Stickers tend to be the majority of what sells on RedBubble. So up your RedBubble margins to about 200%. Do t-shirts to 40% or something like that. And I personally like segmenting my stores and creating different stores for different brands. Just make sure you use different PayPal accounts, as it seems as people are starting to kind of get accounts suspended if they're linking up, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 RedBubble stores to the same PayPal account. But yeah, I really like having one store to kind of experiment with, try different designs on, and then as I find things that work, I'll create entirely different stores all dedicated to a specific niche. So that's all I got for you guys today, but I most definitely think RedBubble is underrated. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Throw a thumbs up down there if you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below, and we will catch you on the next one.